So it's really, and because of the fact that we've been in wars for so long, it's got to be a tremendously expanding field that you're in.
It is. It would be nice if it was getting, a little bit smaller and we'd be out of a job, because then that means, we wouldn't be at war and veterans didn't have injuries. But right now it's expanding. There are a lot of veterans that are coming back with traumatic brain injuries due to IED explosions and things like that in the current conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq. And so that is taking a lot of work getting those claims litigated. Because obviously with a traumatic brain injury, there's a whole host of symptoms that can happen, both physical disabilities, mental disabilities, cognitive impairments, and so to try to work with the veteran and make sure they're being adequately compensated for those injuries.
Kristina, what do you mean by secondary service connection?
That's where if a veteran is already service connected for a disability and a second disability arose because of that first disability. That's
what are some
service
examples
connection.
of that?
So let's say a veteran is service connected for bad back and bad hips. He injured his hips and his back because he was a paratrooper during service. Over 30 years of an altered gait because he has a really bad back and bad hips have now caused him to develop knee problems, and now he has 2 total knee replacements. You can get your knees service connected as secondarily service connected to the hips and back, because it was due to the back and the hips that then caused the knee problem.
What are some other types of disabilities that you deal with regard to this service connections?
They can be a whole host of things. Obviously, there's a lot of orthopedic disabilities that we deal with because of the physical rigors of service. There's a lot of mental health disabilities that we deal with, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorders, and depression, things like that as a result of serving in combat situations. We'll also have a lot of hearing loss claims, as you can imagine. Shooting off guns and being in explosions cause a lot of hearing loss and tinnitus problems. So it really runs the gamut. Then when you throw in all the exposures, radiation and Agent Orange, there's a lot of big disabilities like cancer that comes into play. So,
Kristina,